Alright, as I said in the introduction to this video, I credit the idea to my friend from India, Gautama. Thank you, Gautama, for your help and suggestions. Please, everybody, continue to suggest ideas for videos in the hope that the proverbial well will never run dry. Alright, so this is about why Christians and Muslims who believe, who openly express their faith, need to have a better understanding of each other in order for this society to work. At the moment, because of what happened in September 11, on September 11, and on other occasions, there's a climate of fear that's been created by all these terrorism alerts. And that fear, in the eyes of the larger community, has mainly been directed towards the Islamic population, which I feel is largely unwarranted. Or not largely unwarranted, it is unwarranted. Because what we must realize is that the vast majority of Islamic people are moderate in their beliefs, as opposed to the extremists who get most of the media coverage. People seem to forget that there is a very large, moderate Islamic population all over the world. And I can guarantee you that they have far better things to do than blow themselves up, to put it crudely. They don't want to live in a climate of fear any more than we do. Nowadays, when somebody says terrorists, we don't even have to put Islamic terrorists before. We just assume that the terrorist is Islamic, because what possible reason would a terrorist have to be a terrorist other than the fact that they're Islamic and extremist? This is the kind of mentality we're working with here. The unfortunate thing is, really, I mean, who gets more airtime on TV in terms of Islam? Will it be someone like Yusuf Islam, formerly known as Cat Stevens, or will it be Osama bin Laden and his plots? I don't think I need to spell out the answer. In fact, I think you already know the answer without having to be told. We live in a society where people would rather be afraid and ignore the reality of moderate Islam than they would to put all of their misconceptions behind them and make friends. We're missing out on an opportunity to tap into a wealth of knowledge because we're too afraid to do so. I've met plenty of moderate Islamic people. People close to me have said, Muslims will take over the world. There's no stopping them. As if it's some kind of, virus. And that's just a horrible way of looking at it, really. I think all they want to do is live and let live. And all we want to do, or all the media wants to do, is make a good story out of it. I think you won't have to go too far to find the moderate Islamic person. The sad thing is that you have to move even less far to find somebody who's afraid of the Islamic population. So many times I've seen on TV people from my own country, Australia, which has a large Islamic population, and they've been asked if it would be okay if a mosque were built in their suburb, and they've said, no, I don't want any of those scary Muslims living in my neighborhood. They might blow us all up if we look the other way. And it just makes me feel so sad, because we're missing out on an opportunity to connect with a people and a culture purely for the sake of stoking the fires of hatred and, fear, without getting cliched about it.